bed or something, because I had a little more time to like ease into it and start asking questions and start connecting the dots. But like you said, I learned the hard way with lost friendships, with things like that. We're telling people things. This is pre-COVID, you know, trying to like red pill them, and then they'd be like, no.
Especially when it's a friend and somebody you care about. It's like you want to do it not to like
Yes,
scare them, but just so that they
yes,
understand. And if they just reject the message, it's really, really
right,
hard to like lose a
yeah,
close friend because they just don't understand your perspective and you
right,
kind of don't understand their perspective either, about how they can just close
yeah.
their eyes and just look the other way to everything.
And that, and I think from a higher perspective, I know that, like you said, they're just weren't ready to hear it. It's not their time. It's not in their soul contract at that moment to awaken in that way. And if anything, it's like, and that's where a lot of us saw when we, especially during, pandemic, when you were trying to say to somebody like, don't listen, or this isn't right, this isn't true, and like, it's like the metaphor of, I saw this, somebody said this to me somewhere once. It's like running into a burning building and trying to tell somebody the building's on fire. And not only do they not believe you, but they're punching you in the face.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, that's pretty much how it felt. So, I, because I thought naively, like, oh, I'm helping them. I'm going to just sound the alarm. And this is what's really going on. And don't trust them. And don't do, and I didn't realize like how deep the programming was, and how intensely fearful, like what fear can do to people. I didn't understand how deep it was. I was kind of shocked, actually. I was like, what? Like, people are falling for this? Like, how is this happening?
I was
Anyway.
completely shocked too. Like I didn't like at my work that I used to work at, I really thought that people were going to understand and see it. And as soon as everything started happening, I realized very quickly that I was the only one that was pushing against it. And I was just like, it's so hard to do when you're the only one doing it. And it's like, you're still going to continue to do it and you're going to get all the backlash for it. But it's just like, if everybody would have just been a united front through everything, it would have never gotten to where it's at, where it was.
Yeah.
And then we wouldn't be on the verge of, I'm sure you've kind of noticed, there's like a buildup where I think that they're going to try to push another whole thing coming soon. And it's slowly building up. And it's just like, I feel like there's definitely a lot more people awake now than there was before, but I still don't feel like it's enough, because even if it's 40%, 30%, like there's still the other 60, 70% that's on top of those ones. And that's what's going to end up overriding it, where there are the people that are strong willed and they're going to fight their way all the way through it. But then there's the other people that are going to have their opinions, but they're going to still play along with it because they don't want to be outcasted by the rest of everybody else, even if they don't
Mm-hmm.
believe in it. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people I know that I was saying this for a while, even the people that got the fake
Yeah.
vaccine passports, like you didn't get it, yes. So you were doing what you want to do in your own head, but you're still feeding into the system. So as far as they're concerned, you got it and you played into the system, and you're not helping the rest of everybody that's trying to make a stand, even though you took your stand, because on paper, you still got it.
Exactly. I would say that I know people that did that too, and I said you're participating in what they're. Yeah, I know. I said the same thing, but a few of them had like, "Oh, my daughter wants to stay in college." I'm like, "Yeah, I get it.